Right? We are live. Okay, so earlier we were working on this tree. It's a bit of a scaffolding monstrosity at the moment, but that we're gonna fix. We ran out of leaves though, so I think we're gonna head over to the storage area here, grab ourselves some shulker boxes. Yeah, the frames in here are a little rough. Let's see. Oh, that's not helping. And let's make sure the shader's off. All right. Yeah, this place is a bit of a lag center. There's a lot of entities, and there's a lot of transparent layers in this area. A little water. So we're gonna go find ourselves a nice little oak forest and just demolish it. So I think we'll bring some iron from shears. And we're gonna need some more rockets. I've got a lot more rockets in my inner chest, but we'll just grab these for now. So I think if we go off in this direction, I don't think there's much over here by way of people's bases. And I basically want to get far enough out that when we trim the chunks for 119, that we just get rid of the ugly forest that I'm about to make. So we gotta go just far enough away for that. So maybe we'll go like 1,000 blocks this way, and we can just destroy an oak forest. Maybe we'll find something cool along the way. Also, a dark oak forest would work just fine too. So we'll collect a whole bunch of leaves for that tree. Not sure if I've been over this way before. Big savanna, though. Okay. This is probably far enough. We haven't really gotten that far out away from spawn. I think my base is actually at like 0 and 200. So, I wouldn't mind getting some vines while we're here, because I don't have like any. It's pretty satisfying, but it's gonna be kind of annoying. So let me just turn the block sounds down just a touch. Whoopee. Yeah, so we get all the easy leaves. And then once we do that, we can go ahead and just tear down the tree. For shear down. Probably didn't need to make that many shears at once. Let's toss out something we don't care about. Keep that iron. Don't need a cable right now. Yeah, if you're just joining us, we're gonna build some custom trees. We're working on a really big one, but we're all out of leaves. And those are kind of important for building custom trees. All right, I think we'll just chop down this. I don't really need the wood. I just don't really want to leave ugly trees. Although it doesn't really matter because we're gonna prune all these chunks out here, which is why I came out here. So maybe we don't waste our time on it. Can't pick up any leaves though because I built too many shears. All right, let's throw a few shears in there for now. Take this with us. definitely don't like the big oak trees. They're kind of difficult to deal with. But these little ones are fine. Dogs out here. I had a problem with wolves early on. They ate all of my sheep that I had in the pen. It was quite unfortunate because I had plans for them when I came back to my base, and they're all gone, and there's just one little wolf sitting in the sheep pen, just smug as can be. All right. We're making a new biome here. It's gonna be just sticks. Little tiny shrub. Oh, I didn't bring a bed. I might have one. Well, that's I don't like down here. Alright, how'd I go? Yeah, I don't have a bed, I don't think. So that might be a little bit of an oversight. It's okay, we'll kill anything that comes for us. We got skills, and we got armor, and we got equipment. We should be good to go. Yeah, I definitely made too many shears. Let's just put them in the box. Hold on to like that many. No point shearing all the trees if I don't pick up their leaves. They're just sitting out here. That is the hole I fell in. Oh, skeleton. Oh. Well, that was a bad decision on both your parts. I wonder if it'd be better if I was using my hoe instead for the leaves. The only thing is I'd have to repair it, and basically have infinite iron. So burning through shears didn't seem that bad, but I guess we do run out when we pull out the hoe. It's in the ender chest. I planned far enough ahead to bring one with me. I think I'm gonna go for like one shulker, maybe 1.5 shulkers full of leaves before we head back. So probably won't take us very long. Another hole. At least it wasn't that deep. Not like the first one. Yeah, we don't have fire tick on the server, so I think what I would do otherwise, I probably would have chopped down, I would have sheared all these trees, and I probably would have just lit them all on fire, so that I didn't leave an ugly forest. I just leave nothing behind, which is better, potentially. Nobody's gonna come out here, so it doesn't really matter. So many leaves. Ooh, little creeper over there. Let's say hello before it gets us. Free gunpowder, but no space to pick it up. And I don't really need it either. I got a farm for that, so I'm just gonna let it be. Oh, I could fly over that village and sleep through the night. Well, it doesn't really matter. I think we need to get rid of some stuff, because it keeps floating back in my inventory. This, that, these. The gunpowder can go too. Ooh, a skeleton. Oh, looks like the skeleton's got his own flames. Although I did just hear the dog get shot, I think. Let's see. Nope, dog's fine. I don't have any bones for you, buddy. Oh, here's a bone. You kind of got that one yourself. Let's see. How many do you need? Just the one? Oh, yeah, perfect. It's perfect. These are jungle leaves. I think, right? Oh, they're oak leaves. Let's do this while we're here. Said I want to get some of that. Yeah, I probably should just set a vine farm up. It would be really easy. Just have not done it. Maybe we can do that when we get back. Probably after the tree though. So I really want to finish that tonight. Because it's kind of ugly, and it's in a big pathway that everyone walks through. Suppose these ugly trees don't have any leaves on them for any particular reason. Okay, I get a fern. Oh, hello. Dog came to my rescue, but at least I managed not to kill it on accident. Oh, sun's coming up. Probably. Look, more leaves. Okay. Hey, creeper. Look at some of my leaves. Wasn't fast enough. Too slow on the draw. Let's see how I'm doing here. Let's get a few more trees. Don't have to come back here. Probably won't remember where it was. Although when I fly over, it'll be obvious, won't it? It's a bunch of sticks sticking out of the ground. Get him! Get him, boy! Ah, there we go. Taming. My taming level raised. We got an MMO, MC MMO. I don't know. Something on the server. You get levels for certain things like falling, get acrobatics, and when I cut down trees, I get wood cutting skill points or something. I'm not sure exactly what everything does, but I just keep playing like I normally do. And I get a lot of benefit sometimes, which is nice. Okay. Getting tired of cutting down trees. So could see what's around here before I head back. Or we could just head straight back. I want to see if there's anything over by that village. Go explore just a little bit before since we're all the way out here. Yeah. Okay, that's good enough. Do we see any leaves on the ground anywhere? Nope. Okay. Let's go. There's 2 villages here. I mean, there's not much going on. There's not gonna be any like interesting loot or anything. I have all the wood types. There's a portal. I wonder if it's already been looted. Let's find out. Nope. I will take a golden apple. Any others? Is there a lush cave down here? That's the only other thing I'd be looking for. Nope. Dripstone? Dripstone cave. Hey, there's red. 5. Okay. Alright, we're gonna head back. Something that is definitely not vanilla on this server is a little teleport. So we can go back to our home. Yeah, and every time I come back here, this guy is ready to greet me. It's a little terrifying. Let's just add our golden apple to our storage. So, all right, we have way too many shears. Let's do this. It wasn't a mistake if I find somewhere to put them. All right. This can be the shear box. Okay, and here is the tree. All right. Just... All right. Let's go ahead and let's drop all the stuff we don't need and just grab the leaves we're looking for. Because I think that'll clean up some of our inventory issues. All right, we're gonna need more azalea leaves and oak leaves. I guess they'd be in the shulker boxes I just brought back, huh? You know what, let's drop some vines around here just so they can start growing, and we'll harvest them in nowhere in particular. Just put them in here, and we'll come back to them while we're working on this. So this is the monstrosity at the moment. A lot of scaffolding. A lot of scaffolding. Alright. So I don't remember where I was working on this before. So we're still working on the, I don't know, is it the canopy layer? The bottommost layer of the leaves. Hey Red. Thanks for checking out the stream. Just working on a big old tree next to your base. Let's see. So I'm trying to get this nice little pattern going. You can kind of see this here. And if we leave some air blocks in between each of the layers, when it goes to render them, it makes them look a little more bushy with the vanilla rendering engine, at least in Java. I don't know if that's true in Bedrock or not, but it's definitely something you want to consider when you use leaves. Because if you block it all up like this, it's just going to become kind of dark, hard to see what's going on. So by stacking multiple patterns like that, you get a nice effect. That's what I did for the birch. Those birch trees that are over there, you can kind of see them, but a little more pronounced here. We'll make them look a little more lush by bringing these down. Alright, gotta find somewhere to put the scaffolding. I just broke down and made a ton of scaffolding earlier. Like, I don't know, a chest's worth of stacks of bamboo. So we got scaffolding for days now. All right, so we're gonna bring this over a little bit more and bust out this block here, maintain the shape. And we want some of these to hang down. That's what's gonna give it some nice character. And remember, this is the bottom parts. This is what you're gonna see from the ground. So, all right, this one, and now I'm back down here. I think a little more shape over here would be good too. Hey, look at that. Thanks. Yeah, it's started earlier today in the first stream, and I'm about 2 hours into building the one tree. Oh. So, but it's a big one. It's a big one. All right, let's get over here. See what we're working on. Okay, so let's fill in this. Yeah, we're gonna try and bust out some of the. So I think we'll leave those two though. Break the rule occasionally. So a little more shape. So since it's an oak tree, what we really want to do is make sure that we're giving it a nice full look. Like you can see some of these default Minecraft ones, they got kind of a nice roundish shape. We're gonna go for something like that. It's gonna make it look a lot more natural. We don't want it to look sharp. It's not a Christmas tree, so we gotta be careful not to overdo it. And then we're gonna add some azalea leaves in here because they are really good at making me fall. No, they add a different color to the leaves, so it's gonna make the tree stand out a bit more from all of the other oak trees that are around here. And there are a bunch. There are a bunch of oak trees over here, so we need to do that. I was joking earlier that these two trees are competing with and they're just on a hill. They're competing with this tree. All right. I read you lurking in there, getting into the stream. Oh, we're gonna have another opportunity to shape the tree a bit more once we go up to the next level, and that's where we're gonna get that nice fullness that I was talking about. Make it look more like an oak tree. Kind of looks like a jungle tree a bit, with just these hanging leaves. But that's okay. Let's try to close that gap. Probably gonna have to go gather some more azalea leaves to make this work. Right there. All right. Let's see. Yes, I think I've done that whole side. So we got just this part and that part, and then we move to the next level. Where I'm gonna fall. Oh no, I gotta get some more scaffolding. There we go. Yeah, it kind of gets confusing looking at it from down here, especially since kind of haphazardly place the last level. But it's gonna look good nonetheless. Plus, while I'm up here just sweating over the details, if you take like 2 steps back, you're not gonna even be able to tell. So it all adds up in the end, but I don't need to stress over each block placement. It's gonna just help the overall look in general. Place that there, and then knock out that one. Let's go get some more scaffolding because we've got scaffolding for days. Those way. There we go. There's a little hole for me to fall down, and I will. All right, plenty of scaffolding, way more than we need. Bust that one out. Can I retrieve it? Nope. All right, it's gone forever. We do need to go this way more, don't we? So the other leaves. And I want to mix in some more azalea, but I don't want to have to go collect more. So that's what I'm using it so sparingly. But it does really make the tree kind of pop. Without it, it kind of gets lost. Okay. Yeah, that one wasn't going to grow any further. Which would have been kind of sad because it wouldn't have given off any light. Okay. So let's put another leaf right there, and then we'll trim, put that there, and we'll trim this one off. All right, this looks a little abrupt here, so let's just bring that down, and we'll bring this down so it's hanging. The hanging just looks, really adds to it, makes it feel more lush. Like there's so many leaves that the tree can't support it. And that's what we're going for. There. Ooh. Clean out some of those leaves. Placed too many. But I think we'll wait till we get to the top to deal with them. In the meantime, we can make it a little better by throwing some azalea and break them up. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Oh, I said one more spot. And then we can move to the next level. So this one right here needs some more leaves. So we can take advantage of the scaffolding. Place it against. So yeah. Alright, let's go back down to this level. Yeah, I have to say that having all this scaffolding around is really making it easy to navigate. Especially if we don't fall off. Okay. I'm gonna make some of these downward more. And we got a little azalea left. I'm not sure I love that, but let's just leave it for the moment. See how it looks from the bottom. The scaffolding's all gone. Okay, quick check. Make sure we got this layer. You can see all of the hanging looks great. Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead and try and sleep through the night. Although this thing's telling me it's almost daytime, so maybe we'll just ignore that. I think we're gonna need some more leaves. So I'm just gonna grab this box while we're down here. And go up to this level. So let's start by finding the lower branches like this one. And then we can get all up to like even. And this is where we're just gonna do a lot of leaf placement. Oh look, we got this one. Oh yeah, that's coming from the top branch. So we don't actually need to make sure that can get all the way down. Because it's just supposed to provide lights for the upper level. So that's not an issue. And now what we're going for is we're just going for like the fullness of the oak tree. Those more roundish shapes. Shop. know, you have golden carrots for days. That's the only thing. Do have a lot, but it would be easy to buy. Spend less of my time trading with villagers. I think I spend most of my time doing that. So here we go. We're gonna fill in this 4 spot here. Then we'll bust out that one and continue to make this pattern. Now I gotta kind of break the rules because we got kind of an odd shape here, which is perfectly fine because it makes it more organic looking. But in general, I want to try and preserve as many air blocks as possible. So place view, and then remember which ones to knock out. It's actually, we're gonna knock this one out. Let's just give it a little expanse here. There we go. Yeah, and if we just keep layering up these grids, it's gonna look nice and round, just the way we want. So let's bring this layer up now too. Get that one a little higher. There, and then we'll knock this one out. And I'm not gonna worry about any of these two because they're so far back in here. Gotta balance that effort. Is it worth it to do that one particular thing right, or is it even gonna be noticed? I think the answer right now is nope. Will not be noticed. Okay. At some point, once we get this the outermost area filled in, it looks like it, then we're just gonna probably spam a wall of leaves around here so that it just doesn't look hollow. And that's where I won't be too fussy about the leaves. So let's see, here. Yeah, and since these are all on the inside, we're gonna mostly just use oak leaves. Preserve the azalea leaves as much as we possibly can. So they're kind of a pain to collect because you got to grow all the azalea trees. Chop them all down. They don't really grow up next to each other very nicely. Let that level up. Oh, I do have a ton of string. Yeah, I got a bunch. I don't think that... I bet the chests are locked, actually. To meet me at my storage? Alright, I'll meet you by the tree. See, I'll lead you over there because I could have got that way anyways. Take the ground route, the little a little rougher, but oh yeah, watch the spikes. All right. I believe the string is over this way. It's a bit of a cavern here. Let's see. Got plenty of string. There's more elsewhere. So
No, kid. You and I have just become the first four-wheel motorcycle team in history.
any more? Oh yeah, this place still under construction, although the ground level is it's all done, and it's yeah, it's all auto sorted. So it's yeah. I'll show you this over here. Show you the backside. Yeah. I think I have arrows. I think I got some. Yeah, here's the store. Here's all the automatic sorting. It's actually pretty cool. It takes shulker boxes and oh, Paul, you want to hop in here? Let's see. Let's see where you end up teleporting to. Yeah, you're ready to buy. I can see that. Okay, let me. Here, I got an idea. Follow me. The arrows are somewhere else. I can show you. Might be a little hard to get to, but I can unlock those chests and then. Because I don't think there's any arrows in here. Although we could check the storage. Nope, no arrows there. All right. Actually, there. BP to me in a moment. It's not a great way out of this. I'll be honest. Okay. Go for it. Yeah, the base is a little bit more built for Elytra, which I will be selling soon. Yeah, there's tons of stuff in there. Tons. So it's a little precarious. All right, I'm gonna show you where to get where you could farm all this stuff. Down here, and I'll make sure the chests are unlocked this time. Because the chest, if you put them down by default, they lock so that only the player who placed them can use them, which I tend to forget when I'm making stores. So let me do this. Assist modify public. Let's go boom 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 and boom. Okay. Let's see if there's anything. That's string. Here we go. Middle chest. Killing area is over there. here if you need more. Oh, thank you. I like diamonds. Yeah, help yourself to anything in there. Just don't get poisoned too badly. Yeah, or I guess you could get an infinity bow. That would be another option. I think that's what I am usually rocking, although I do enjoy using the sword. It's night again. Wow, the tree looks good in the night. Alright. Sleep time. So yeah, we'll finish up that. We should be able to finish the tree pretty soon, I think. It's mostly just leaf placement at this point. Whereas before we were really doing a lot of detail work. And that took up most of the time. Thinking about doing a little ocean monument raiding. I'm trying to think about like what would be a good thing to do now before the chunks get reset, because once they get reset, you know, right now I can just grab a ton of stuff, but I think once they get reset, I don't want to be like looting the server of all its resources that are close-ish by, because that just makes it harder for everyone else to get stuff in the future. So I'm gonna try to avoid doing that. But if we loot it now, the chunks are gonna get pruned, and it won't matter. Okay. Hard part's always remembering which leaf block I need to knock out after. I think I was using dirt for little temporary blocks before. That was probably wiser. Will be that one. So yeah, now that we're in the interior here, we can kind of ignore some of the air block rules. Okay, this is pretty even up here. Bring this up a little bit. Okay. I think it's looking pretty oak tree like. There we go. Yeah, we'll get some more azaleas to kind of like do the outside a bit more, because that's where you're gonna see them. You're not gonna see them in here. You're just gonna see tree mass. So there's not much point wasting them. Okay, so remember we gotta go all the way up to those higher branches. So we'll get a few more layers up here, and then we'll go punch out all the scaffolding. which I think it's going to be a chore. There's just so much of it at this point. If these are too high, we could trim them down, although I don't really want to because I think they're gonna, in the end, look really good. Give it a lot of height, which I think it desperately needs. The other trees just kind of weren't as tall as I expected them to be when we got done. It's kind of sad. Oop. There we go. Fix. Let's go there. I want to look bushy and fluffy, and that's what we're going for here. And that's why there's so much air blocks. Uh-oh. That was almost jumped in there. Okay. Do we need to go up, out, or in? Cool. That's what we gotta figure out. Let's see. You gotta make it up to there. I think we should be going out more. I'm gonna go back, step back and look at it and see the shape of the tree a little bit. I'm just trying to avoid punching out the scaffolding. It's gonna be a bit of work. Okay. Alright, let's do it though. Oh, I could use the resource pack again. I forgot. Oh well. We don't need the scaffolding anyways. It's all done down there. I really just want to see them all fall down. Ah, there we go. Is that all supported by this one? Okay. What is this one even supported on? I don't know. Can't support it from above. Oh, it's... No? Well, we'll just start punching stuff out once we're up there until it all falls down. I don't know. Guess I'm not too worried if I lose the scaffolding. It's just more bamboo and string, right? Something we have plenty of. But I don't want to waste it. I feel compelled to pick every last one up. I don't know why that's still standing. I'm gonna ironically use scaffolding and get back up to that scaffolding so I can punch it out. Oh, and all the chests are floating. So they're gonna be hard to get to. Alright, well, this is the scaffolding one. So let's put away most of the scaffolding. Let's get up there. Ah, it's on the tree branches. Okay. There's a tree trunk there. Perfect. So now we're gonna go take a little trip, stand back, see what this looks like from a distance. Definitely looks like half a tree, that's for sure. The shape looks pretty good. It's a little hard to tell where the other trees end. Begin with that. That's part of our tree. That I think is also part of our tree, yeah. So if it just went up and started coming back in, it's gonna be a nice big dome. Okay. So another tree we built. Let's stand on it. It's a little close. So yeah, it's coming out to there. If it starts creeping back up there, I think it's gonna have a nice dome shape. And yeah, no, it looks good. Okay, so we can start working all the leaves kind of back up. They can go up like 1 or 2 more layers if we really want, but we can start making them go back up. Okay, that's great. But it does mean more leaves. Work on the outer shape first. Yeah, I'm using the shears because they punch out the blocks so much slower, but I still have to be really quick to let go of the mouse. Otherwise it ends up just deleting a whole bunch of my work. Like that. That one was easy to fix though. Yeah, I almost wish there was an opposite of efficiency enchantment, but I guess I could just use my fist and lose the block if I'm particularly concerned about it. Yeah, let's go find the lowest points. That way it all comes up together. And that would definitely be over here. I think I heard a spider. They're kind of the only mob you gotta watch out for while you're building trees. Oh, it's that same one. Should have dealt with it when it was light out still. So we want to come up just a little bit as we work our way back over there. Ah, thank you. Somebody who's sleeping. Yeah, see, this is where things get a little tricky, because now I don't have much way out of there. Again, 1 or 2 leaves is not going to be that noticeable. It's just when you do all the leaves. If you spam all the leaves, then it's going to look pretty plain. But if you do clump up a few leaves here and there, that's perfectly fine. Okay, we should start using more azalea leaves here. Otherwise, it's going to look weird when we switch. I don't have many left though. Alright. So, put on the outside here. That'll be most noticeable. In clumps. You don't want to do like 1. If you do just like 1 on its own, it's just like why is it different? So you really want to do a big patch. Oh, did that again. Alright, I guess we could make this one an azalea. And I think since we're doing that, we'll come up a little bit. so on it. And now we can start working our way back like this. So we don't want to go any further that direction. Yeah, this is the part where I'm most concerned that I'm just going to screw it up and it's going to look terrible. It's trying to close the top up. I think everything else is pretty formulaic, but the top bit, making that kind of like loose dome shape, it's a bit trickier. Okay, let's do some non-azaleas so that it blends. We don't need to fill on the inside. I think it might look better if it's not all filled in on the inside, in fact. I could make a tree house out of it later too. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, so let's see if we can get away with not filling it in, plus that would be a ton of leaves to save. Gotta be practical. Save that one though. Okay, we could try to close up like one side, come all the way up to these. See how that looks? Although we don't want to make it like a dome. So maybe what we should do is we should do the canopy up here and then start working it downwards like we did for the last layer. Let's do that. I'm gonna paint myself into a corner. Yep. A lot of leaves. A lot of leaves. I think that's the first thing we went and did. 'Cause I think otherwise we would be out. Yeah. Yeah, should we go do all the top levels, I think? That's probably the smart move here. Make it kind of pop out a little bit more. Yeah, so we're gonna just try and define the shape a little bit here with these branches. And that's gonna help guide us to get from that point to this point. So I think that'll kind of like round out here, and then we'll have two more protruding areas off of this branch and that other branch over there. So just gotta get the general shape. Then we can take it, and I think we're going to take a break from building trees for a little bit. So they seem to take a lot of work. This shape looks pretty good over here. This shape looks pretty good over here. I'm gonna bring this out a little more. Let's hop over over to this one. Oh, I missed. Okay, let's climb back up. Yep, that's me climbing. Alright, and around we go. Let's see if we can come in for a smooth landing. Great. Okay, so now more leaves. I think we'll put the azalea leaves away. I think what we'll do is we're going to flush out most of the leaves, and then we'll come back and maybe just layer a few of the azaleas on top. Certainly are going to have the issue the other trees had, which was standing out. This tree is quite massive for the area. Okay. I like to go to the ends and then work my way back. About 3 blocks out. And this is going to just help guide us, get us to the next level. Because we don't really know what each level is going to look like until we get built up a little more. Okay. That looks pretty good. Go off into the next one. Yeah, having all the branches go go up and then over and then another direction and another direction, kind of makes them look just like gnarled oak trees. Kind of looks a lot more like an oak tree would and should look. Whereas the Minecraft ones kind of look like little balls on sticks, the little lollipop trees. Which doesn't look bad until you stack them up against some other trees, and then you're like, oh yeah, there's something off here. Which I think is why you can't just build like 1 or 2 custom trees in an area. Then it just makes all the other trees look terrible. Because originally I just wanted to build like 1 or 2, but then I decided that maybe a forest of custom trees. That's not too ambitious. It's a little ambitious. But yeah, I want to get the forest floor in there, looking nice. Have it just be like a kind of more like this tree down here, how it has that floor. So have it be kind of dark, but all these glow berries are gonna like light it up in certain areas, so it's gonna just be spawn safe still. We'll make sure of that, but it'll just look very vibrant. Okay, next branch, going pretty well. Yeah, that's what I mean. So you see this one like comes up and then over and then up again and then over, and then it kind of like twists out to a totally different direction. Kind of like the chorus plants, the chorus fruit plants in the end. That's kind of what you could use as a guide. Oh. Okay, let's get back up there. Let's fly back up there. This one nice thing is this layer's not going to have like the the draping leaf blocks it. So we're not going to have to go underneath here. We're just going to build up to it. Because those leaves would just intersect with the current layers that are down there. So there's no point to that. Go. All right. One more. One. Oh, missed my jump. Let's fly again. All right. No. Oh, I wouldn't mind sleeping. Somebody else trying to sleep, I would happily sleep. Good. Gonna have phantoms come for me soon. All right. Where's the tree? Big giant tree. It's easily lost. All right. Is this the highest one? No, that one's higher over there. Okay. Just wondering if this was like too high, but the other one didn't seem too bad, so I think we're good. Yeah, just layering these like little plus signs on top of each other leaves is really makes it easy to kind of build a nice looking tree. See that? Punch out the center one. Next layer. Put this here. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. So this, I don't want to close off the gap between here and there. Are we talking about the mist spider web clip? I feel like that's I feel like that's what they're talking about. Yep. Yeah, I saw that one. Right. We're doing all right on leaves, as long as I open up this box and take some more leaves out. So once we get this one in there, we got to make sure that it doesn't look too oddly shaped. But we'll step back and look at it when we do that. For now, we're just gonna start putting in some leaves. So everywhere these are should be the high points. That's kind of what we're after here. Okay. Yeah, we want a few different layers. We don't want it to be just like a mushroom shaped. Kind of want it vaguely mushroom shaped, but not totally mushroom shaped. A few mountains there, mountains around these. This, I think, will kind of go around back in, and then before we come back down here, see if we can get that kind of set up. Look for a little plus shape, mark out the center. Look for a plus shape, mark out the center. Too many. Again. Alright. So then we come down here, try and fill in the plus shape areas. What's over there? There, knock that out. Yeah, I'm fine wasting a few of these leaves. Okay. There's not much in this area, so kind of have it dip down a little bit. Means we need to bring this over like we were working on. Let's see if we're working on a mountain, doing some terraforming for a hillside or something. And we'll try to stick with some plus shapes. Let's see, this should go there. Oh. That's gonna need to go in a second. Where shirts go? Yep. You know, with the rendering, with the air blocks in it, I'm curious if it affects the performance at all. Like, does this add to lag because of all those layers, or is it just the same either way? That'd be interesting to know, although I don't think it would affect the trees. I ended up taking all of the, originally I had a whole bunch of hoppers instead of water streams in the storage system, and it was not causing any lag issues, but I felt kind of guilty that they could potentially, and it was kind of a little slower than I liked, but mainly I just didn't want to cause lag. Composters over every single hopper, and yeah, I still was just like, playing on a server, don't want to make it super laggy with all the redstone. I also don't want somebody to fly up here with a elytra or something and then just fall in a giant hole. So let's make sure we got that covered. No holes in here. Very airy tree. Very airy. Okay. I'm liking this. This is coming together. Alright. So we kind of brought this one back and then over. We're going to do that again. I think I should fetch some bone meal though, so I can light up these glow berries a little more. Because they're going to make this tree glow from the inside when it's all done. We need some bone meal. There we go. Down here. Yeah. Spam it around a little bit. Okay. Kind of stressing about the azaleas. Maybe we should just cut down some azalea trees. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Then I won't have to use them so sparingly. It'll look better too. Clean this up. Should have plenty of bone meal around here somewhere. That's not it. Ah, yeah. Okay, right, I don't need more than that. And now we just need some azalea trees. There we go. And the last part of the recipe is finding a good empty patch to cut down some trees. So let's fly over to where I have the little logging camp. It's like my little logging area. This you're gonna just, once I open up the door in here, you're gonna be like, wow, that guy, interiors. I swear, it's like, we can just look at the exterior, give you some idea. I've got this nice campfire, everything, and yeah, check this out. So we'll go in the front door. Oh, and the details over here, right? Yeah, so have some expectations. There's a torch. There's 2 torches. Yeah, no, didn't get very far with that. But there is a nice flat area here. So we'll put this down here and it's gonna grow up. And I found that the nicest way to deal with this is come out here kind of a diagonal, drop some scaffolding down, and I just kind of climb to the top of it, or about here is probably good, and glide over. We'll just cut them down. Yeah, the thing about the azalea trees, and I think a few other trees, I just can't remember which ones, their leaves stay the same color in any biome, which is kind of a nice thing to remember if you're in like a swamp or a desert and you really want some vibrant leaves, you can use the azalea leaves. Go up here, another tree. More shears. Yeah, I gotta come back here. It's kind of interesting. So I built this building here first between these two, and this one has no decor. That one over there, that one has got a lot of decor. I put a lot of thought into how I wanted to be inside of that to look before I ever built it. But I think I just, after I built this, I was trying to build a little town homestead kind of a thing here as a lead up these stairs, because I'm gonna build a castle of it. I think I want to build a giant castle. Got tons of stone from digging out that massive storage system, and I can always get more. So I was thinking about building just a really, a mega project. I'll build lots of little houses inside and different buildings inside the castle walls. And I think I have enough variety. That's one of the things about the mega builds. Build something giant, get kind of burned out, and no variety in it. Which is why I don't like to build lots of like geometric shapes, like giant cubes or things like that, because you just end up placing tons of blocks, not being able to like deviate or anything, and I think it's kind of a little boring after a while. The leaves are good, the trees are good, but I think I built, this will be like the 6th big oak tree I've built in 2 days or something, so be ready to move on for a little bit. Okay, we've got, what's that, like 5 stacks in no time? Let's do one more and then let's go back to the tree. Easy getting rid of azalea leaves. Actually, somebody told me that the azalea saplings take less bone meal to grow than oak saplings. And I think it's true. And I'm kind of thinking about trying to design a tree farm to accommodate for it. Because my tree farm right now, the biggest blocker is on bone meal. Even though I have a giant bone meal farm, it still cranks through it all. So I'm thinking I could probably get away with doing it a little easier with the azalea tree. Alright, we'll just leave those pieces of dirt there. It's a little special touch. Okay, back to the tree. Back to the tree. I don't know, I'm pretty impressed by the amount of detail you put in the tavern. I think, like, the thing I struggle with is just detailing interiors. I mean, the windmill has nothing in it but some ore blocks, just sitting there. And I think I've only done one for all the building on this server. That's the only house that really has an interior. Everything else just has, like, stuff. I think you went in the farmhouse the other day that's near the windmill, and it was just, there's like 3 torches on the ground, and that's it. Alright, we got some azalea leaves. Now we gotta get back over there. Why don't we add some here? So something that's really interesting when you're building is, and you want to mix some different blocks together, is having little, like, stories to explain why you would put a block somewhere. So for instance, on these trees, I want to mix in the azalea leaves, and they should go in little clumps. Where should they go? So I'm thinking they're a little paler, and they do have the flowers. So I'm thinking that they need more sunlight, and so they shouldn't be buried away inside. They should be kind of on the top. So you should see a lot more of them towards the top. And then we can put the flowers on there, and it kind of makes sense. So that's the way I've been kind of like setting my rule up here for when you see azalea leaves. And again, the reason why we're doing the azalea leaves is it really brings this tree out. Yeah, I do think eventually I'm gonna try and go back that and do the interiors. That the castle idea that I have, I really want to do, because I think that will really afford me the ability to build like a whole street of houses, and like go back and have like just focus on interiors for all of them. I really am hoping that we possibly put like a data pack for armor stands on there. I know we're looking at that a little bit, because that would give so much life. And in all my single player worlds, I love using that, because you can get some mob heads, either the default ones by using it like a trident and killing some stuff with charged creepers, or if you get a data pack that has the mob heads, which I know is very popular. I like using that one too, or the mini block ones. But if you do that, you can build all these details. Yeah, furniture. There's like a data pack, like a Chuck, I think it's called, furniture data pack. I've never used it, but I have seen a couple of streamers and YouTubers that they play on a server that has it. I think it looks pretty cool. I really like when that stuff like still looks Minecrafty, and I think that one does. And I think it has to do with the resolution of the things. So like if you put like, you know, what is it? If you stick with like the 16-bit like pixel, you know, construct, so the voxels are like 16, then I think it still looks very Minecrafty. It's like when you end up with like perfectly round orbs and stuff like that. That's when things look a little not so vanilla. They're still pretty vanilla on the server, I think. So nothing too major that's off. Although truth be told, I've played very, very little modded Minecraft ever. I think I played Sky Factory once. I think I played that for a while until I got to the point where I was like trying to figure out how some of the more complicated mods worked. And I was like, I'm not sure. I like playing Minecraft because I don't really have to learn much. And those ones are all like, okay, here's a wiki. Here's like the simple version YouTube video that's like 2.5 hours long. To explain things. I was like, oh. Yeah. Yeah, I love the Minecraft look. I like your texture pack. One of the things I really liked about it was the atmosphere. Like I noticed when it was raining, you got like this like foggy like rain, kind of like you're in the moors. The Feed the Bees doing it. Yeah, it's cool. I never really tried that one. I did set up Vault Hunters mod pack, and so I played a little of that until I died in some lava. The lava accidentally placed a bucket, not in a panic, just running through a field. Yep. And I lost all my stuff, and it was like the saddest, most pathetic death. It was so, I just like right clicked while I was like running through a field. That was the end of me. Couldn't escape. But I'll probably try that one again. It's fun. There were, yeah. I definitely, I feel like in vanilla, I feel like that sometimes. Like I set up, like it used to only play more like technically, and I wasn't super, I wasn't amazing with reds or anything. I just make some farms or understand how certain things were working. But yeah, this year I've really was like, no, I'm gonna level up my building skills, because I never really built. I'd exclusively build underground, so I never had to do an exterior, and I didn't really do an interior either. So, but yeah, this year's all been about like setting up a farm. Okay, let's build a building around the farm that makes sense for it. So that's why that agricultural area near the windmill has so many like buildings. They're all like either farms, or there's more villagers in there. That's actually where all my masons and the rest of the farmers are, because the 4 farmers that were in the trading hall were not producing enough emeralds. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy. I think like some of the, like that villager trading hall was like, I stood back from that and I was like, this might be the build I'm actually proud of. Like all the building that I've done before, I'm like, this might be the thing. So I'm glad people like it. we're going nuts with the azalea leaves now. We should probably switch over. Otherwise, it's going to be just azalea spam. Okay. Yeah, this looks pretty good. This is pretty good. Just closing it up. So we got to get from here now up to there. Oh, we didn't really do the bottom side here. Let's work our way down a little bit. So that should go there. Let's go put one here too. Okay. We still have, yeah, we got plenty of bone meal. Let's light this up some more too, because it's all gonna glow at night. It looks super cool. The sweatshops, yeah, there may be a hidden villager sweatshop deep under my base. Also. Yeah, they're although one of them died on accident. I think it was the fire protection villager, which is kind of a bummer because I was just ready to stock a whole bunch of books for that, and I only got one out of him before he suffocated in a minecart in a wall. So that was a bummer. But we'll find a new one. We'll be friendly. Let's do that. It looks pretty good. It's kind of like draping over. Yeah, there's no evidence of that one. That poor villager. At least not on camera. Alright, close that up. And that, we don't want the bare trunk to be showing. Okay. It might be a little too flat. That's all. Well, we're gonna come back and shape it a little more. Or my other favorite strategy is you just don't look at that side ever again. You don't think about it. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, if this side sticks out more, maybe it won't be too flat. I'll cover it a little bit. Just make sure to extend it enough. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna mesh with that. So throw in a few more leaves. Try not to paint ourselves into a corner. Here. Okay. All right. Let's try to limit the amount of falling off of this tree I do. It's starting to get difficult to remember where I am because it's looking so full now. All right. Here, the end is in sight. This tree. So what we just have that one, this part right here. Left. Whoops. Fixed. Okay. Shift click that time. There we go. All right. Now we can bring out those azaleas again. Up. Cover this in. Give it that extra color. Knock that out. Oh, we got a tree back. Okay. And then we'll do this side as well. Leave it a little lumpy on the top. It's not like it's a wild tree. It's nobody's gonna come up here and prune this tree. Not like the ones in the spawn area. Those are like topiaries. When I eventually do the castle, I want to have like a line of those birch trees going up there that are like nice and tall, kind of like a villa or something, but it'll be lining the streets. I think it'll look really good. I've got some ideas in my head for a while. Thinking about the flowering azaleas. So you see I have some up on the top of there. I'm not sure I like them so much on the top. I like it when they hang down and you have it like on the end of one of these like long draping set of leaves down on the lowest level, and I'll show you what I mean when we get down there. But so I think I'm just gonna stick them on there. It's kind of like, let's see if I can zoom in. See how they're all hanging off the bottom, like here and up here. You're not like seeing them up on the top. I think that looks a little better. It's like one of those little rules. It's like, oh, this azalea plant, just it only shows up when it lowers. Hot stuff. Let's see. That is what, picking up an ice in a bucket, right? Lava. So that must be the first lava bucket. Oh, I shaped this tree again. Okay. Yeah, here's another trick we can use for covering areas. We can have it like drape down columns. Because since we did it lower in the tree, it's gonna look natural. So keep doing it like that. And it's a lot easier, quicker than placing a ton of leaves. So we'll throw a few azalea leaves. There's no reason why you can't do that. We just want to have the largest clumps of them show up in the right spots. Oh, and there we go. I need to eat too. Okay, the tree is looking more and more full by the minute. Think about the shops. I think I want to set up another shop. I think that we're almost out of leaves. Can we get some more? I was thinking about making a potion shop and selling some potions because I could just pump out the fire resistance ones. I've got a farm that gets magma cream, and is I want to make like one of those automatic potion brewers. I think I might try and figure out how to build one instead of copying a tutorial or something. I was thinking about putting that next to like the nether portal in the spawn area. That way you can just like right before you go in there, you just grab one of those, just in case you end in lava. Just get like a whole bunch of them for a diamond or something. I actually don't find the diamonds to be very useful, but I feel like as a currency, they make sense. Because like a challenge I always have for myself whenever I come to a new world is to not spend a single diamond on equipment or tools. I only acquire them through villager trading or what I find. So I have only spent diamonds on, I think, like jute boxes so far, and that might be it. So I've just been leaving all my diamond ore in ore form. Then I went to go bust it all open earlier, and I was like, oh, why? Should I really do this? Maybe I should just leave it. Maybe I should leave it in ore, and so I didn't. I have no idea how many diamonds there are in there. Enough ore at least. I made it a spot in the sorting system. But I am hopeful that we'll get a more robust economy going. Is like the redstone, like you guys all put the redstone in the box for diamonds. That helps you out so much. Because I just crank through that stuff. The diamonds, yeah, all the diamonds are for mining except for the equipment shop. So if you guys need, I'll tell you, if you go look at the equipment shop in the spawn area, if you need like a pickaxe or something, I think they're selling there for like 2 diamonds or 3 diamonds or something, and they come with enchantments. So I think they're cheaper than crafting your own tools and armor. I know the armor is cheaper than crafting your own. And the villager trading is like very, very powerful. Almost too powerful, I think, sometimes, but not when you start out. It's like, you're like, I just need the one thing and all I have is this one, you know, like 3 emeralds. What can I get? And they're just like, nothing. we don't trade for that small amount. But then you're like, set up some automatic farms, and you're like, stuff, you got so much to trade. And then with being able to cure villagers for better trades, that just like pushes it over the edge. It's just, I mean, it's a fun mechanic, but it definitely feels a bit overpowered. I wonder how they could fix it. Maybe like have it scale over time. Maybe use like something similar to like local difficulty. Have like a village. Like right now they have a thing where it's like you trade too many pumpkins or something, and they're like, oh well, I want like 30 pumpkins instead of like 2 pumpkins. But it always resets after like a night or so. So, I don't know. Feels like something that could be adjusted. Let's see. We're on the home stretch here. Then we're gonna do something else. Something that doesn't involve trees at all. Let's see. So after we get the rest of these leaves in, so this I'm gonna like kind of clump and then have that fall over, fold over. After we get the rest of the leaves in, we'll probably go put some azalea flowers at the bottom, like I was talking about, and could potentially put some vines on. Just not sure if I want to do the vines. It would add some variety to the stuff hanging down, which is nice. But I'd also have to go put enough vines on that it looks right, and I don't think I have enough vines for that. So, it's just me being lazy. So I think what we'll do is bring this up a little bit, but not all the way up to that. And then we'll bring this down a little bit. And it'll all even out. Yeah, that looks kind of good. Cutting out like that. And that will look good once it's done there. Some more. Okay. I know the top's not closed up. Let's go take a once around just to make sure we didn't miss a side entirely. That'd be something I would do. So yeah, that side's done. Yep. This side, oh, right there. Settle in here. Bring some of these down. Okay, gotta make sure the little height differential. Otherwise it just looks flat, fake. Huh. This side looks pretty good. And that side's pretty good. Okay. To the top. Ooh. I wonder what everyone's power level is. I don't actually know what it means. I just think it's the amount of like levels you've gained in the MC MMO. But you do get stuff for the abilities. I know that. Which is kind of cool. Like, if you've mined enough, you get like a mining thing for like a minute. You can activate it, and it gives you like, it's like having haste 2 or something. Actually, I think it's better than haste 2 because I think it lets you insta-mine slate. You cannot do with a haste beacon. Speaking of beacons, I think that's going to be a future technical project. I've got one beacon. I would like to have enough beacons I can forget where I put them. Because we have that for the shulkers now. But we don't have... We only have one beacon. And that I lost it, I'd be a little peeved. Haven't found. I've been looking for a really good. Yeah, I'd like to have more around. I'd like to put them along like the roads, and have like just a ton of like speed, so you can just run the roads. I feel like I'm building all these trees, and yet I fly everywhere, so I don't really get to appreciate it as much as I would if I was like walking around on the ground. So maybe that would be good. You haven't found a good like nether fortress yet, because you really need one that's in, unless you want to spawn proof a ton, Soul Sand Valley. It's got to be there, and pretty sure the seed's a secret. I certainly don't know what the seed is on the server, but I will say that I've never played without knowing the seed, and it's actually been it's been really cool not knowing, because I had to like, I went and I found a slime chunk by digging out a long stretch of areas and then putting up a fences at the chunk borders, and so I found a slime chunk like that. And then I killed enough slimes that I didn't have to think about it anymore for a little while. So, but it took so long to find a slime that my first redstone contraption that needed sticky pistons, I had better luck looking for jungle temples and taking the sticky pistons out of them. All right, I think this tree is done. Let's go hang out over here. I think there used to be a house here. Maybe it's a mobile home. Packed it up. No house. Nice, nice. Yeah, I think, yeah, making it bigger. I think the thing I always fall into is making things too small. Because then you like, you know, Minecraft, you like have the 1 pixel, one voxel is like 1 meter, right? So bigger is better. I'm looking for the snow block that's gonna get me killed. That powdered snow is like a death trap. Alright, this is a view nobody's gonna see. But the thing I'm most interested in, and we still have to do the ground. So you walk through here. Oh yeah, it looks so much better. So I really wanted, we don't get creeper. I really wanted to walk through here and have a grand reveal of the tower. So come in here, you get a glimpse. I think I'm gonna build another tree over here in a little while, not right now. And you get a glimpse like right here, and then I want probably a tree right here, because I want you to have to come over to here basically to get to that view. And you get that like with the windmill as you come around the trees here. So all right, well, this is so evident. That's more lighting. These probably are all done growing. No, that one's not. Let's see, they get to age 25 is when they're done growing. Or they hit the ground. But these are the light sources for the whole area, so I'm hoping that they'll provide enough light as we put in more trees around here. It looks a little dark. Oh, there's a creeper. Alright, creeper. Stay away from my tree. Well, we'll ignore that. So an easy way to debark logs and then one at a time? Yes. Yes. There is. Here, let me... Yeah, here. I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna make a mess. But you can do it. We got this cool dispenser thing. So you can build yourself a little contraption. You just need to have an axe in there. You need a quick pulse. So I did this for get my axe out of there. For the strip logs that I had down in the storage system. So you just basically like, you can also put them out. So you do put a hopper going in here, and then you can just like pop that out, and then push it over one there, and have another dispenser, strip it, and then push it over again and have the next dispenser cut it down. So I do it that way. and it'll strip them all out really quick. Three dispensers. One for placing. One for strip. And another to harvest. Yeah, good luck with it. If you need help with the redstone or anything, just let me know. We'll leave you these 2 logs. But yeah, the dispenser stuff is like super nice. It's, I don't know, I think it really enhances it. I set up a little mini factory using it, and I felt like I was playing like Factorio while I was doing it in Minecraft, and I had so much fun with it. Okay, so we gotta do the roots. The roots look terrible right now. We're gonna do all the roots in bark blocks because we have so much wood and I don't want to think about it. So we gotta make them kind of interesting. Let's go out here. Oh, let's grab ourselves some of these slabs. Oh, and I said I want to keep something, so let's keep the azaleas. Keep that. Let's get stairs and slabs for this. We can also use some stripped. Mix them in there. That might be cool. Yeah, that'll work. Gotta have variety. That's the key. You don't want it to be too flat. Oh yeah, you can make a stripped bark block. I'm not sure how that makes sense. What do they call it? Stripped spruce wood. Oh yeah, they don't call them bark blocks. That's right. So we'll add some of these. And some of these. And this will make the roots look really cool. Can't wait till those mangroves trees come. I'm gonna use those for like everything. I'm gonna have the mangrove leaves or the, what are those called? The roots. The roots, the mangrove roots. So just like we did the tree branches, I want to start the roots out looking kind of thick and have them kind of twist around each other. And we can add some slabs and stuff to give it some different heights. It'll look more like roots. Oops. The one problem with the stripped ones, they don't look great vertical, but that, you know what, we're gonna be okay with it. Yeah, sometimes they look odd, because they look sideways. So we basically don't want everything to have the same height here. That's like that, not like that. So we'll give this one a little more height. That one right now. We want to make the tree feel like it's part of the ground, coming out of the ground. Wouldn't do well to have it just kind of feel like it was just placed or dropped there. Roots are going to grow every which way, so that's why I don't mind using these bark blocks for it. One's a little flat. Let's see if we can like try and give it a little shape, a little more shape. I think we leave it for now, and then we'll come back to a second pass. It's just that one does not. Yeah, the problem is this one's not big enough, so you can't do a lot of detail to it. So this bigger one here will be a lot easier to work with. Those. Guess we could put a little more strip spruce in. Just a little. We're gonna have to cover it up, the edge, otherwise it's gonna look really odd. The oak edge isn't bad, but it wouldn't make much sense in spruce. I said I wanted the root to go all the way down there, but I don't think that's gonna happen. It's too far. It's too far. It's too thin. This looks like it's prime for a big root. So. now start popping insulated, not like that. Pop in a few of these. Yep. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Maybe a snare this time. A little better luck. I'm really hoping that those new birch forests are gonna come out. I don't care if they come out in 119 or 120. I don't know, but I hope they do end up having some kind of like fungus on the sides of the trees, like we saw in some of the video. They had the Minecon Earth, or whatever it was called. That would be really cool to be able to add some mushrooms and stuff to the side of the tree. I'd really like that. Okay. I'm thinking this one's pretty good for the roots. And that's berry bush again. Oh, it's different. Cool. Okay. Probably be good to retrieve these before they get too far away. Now a little plant life. Do we have the dirt? Oh, I didn't put these in yet. Okay, wait. Hold up. Let's put these in. Finally show you what I was talking about. We got some scaffolding. Good. Got it. So where these are hanging down, this is what we want to do. I want to go up here. And boom. Add a little touch of color to them. And I only want them to be on these colors. So we can make it change as it comes down. It just comes down like 1 or 2. Hope it's on the same level again. And it just adds a little detail. Just really makes it pop. We could have a little color on all these trees. So we're gonna put in there, here. We don't want to overdo it. I almost walked out there. Almost killed by scaffolding. Not really, but it's tricked me. One thing we could do is we really want to make these feel like they were more, less wild, but more like magical. We could maybe hang lanterns or soul lanterns from it. That would add even more light. Make them feel a little more like mystical. So that's something to consider. Although I do like the fact that they look really wild. Maybe we could do that if we want to like direct people like to a build, like follow a pathway through the forest without having to signpost it. Move that one. Yeah, I'm not sure I love that those are on the same. See, but like with everything else, you do one placement that doesn't look right, or like you're not gonna, it's not gonna be a problem. It's just when you do a whole bunch. It's not literally 3 that I just put in a row. No. Okay. Good, good. So we could trim the vines to make them stop at a certain height. I feel like having them go super long looks really cool. So we're just gonna let them keep going as far as they want. Oh, okay, fell off that scaffolding. There we go. So they added scaffolding block. Took a lot of getting used to for me though. So like, oh, especially random floating ones. Hey, new viewer. Hey, thanks for checking out the stream. Rasar? I'm doing good. Checking out a little Minecraft, hanging out, building some trees here. Got quite the tree here, I think. Right. Putting the finishing touches on the canopy or whatever it's called, and then I can do the ground and wrap this project up, because I think I've spent like 4 hours on this tree today. And it's quite the tree, at least for me. But I'm loving it. So, thanks for checking it out. Ro, well, nice to meet you, Ro. Thanks for checking out the stream. It's kind of fun. Just kind of fun to play around, and I like having company. So. Big tree, yeah. Here, I'll show you the. So I've been working on the trees in this area, because I'm trying to create kind of a grand reveal for the tower back there. So we've got some trees going over this little pond I built, and the little cattails. They're super fun to put together. And so as you kind of walk through here, the scaffolding's kind of in the way, but you get this nice little reveal as you come through here. The trading hall, and the tower up there. So, yeah. But without it, kind of, I don't know, there was no theatrics to it. Let's see, I think I might have gotten all of the ones that I wanted to. Maybe one more. Well, I appreciate you saying that. I've been spending all of my Minecraft time this year that I've been playing, really just focusing on trying to build better. And I find the landscaping stuff to come a little more natural than the building stuff. But I don't know, it's fun. It's fun projects. Take this down. And the only thing left for this tree, I think, really is the groundwork, because that'll make it really feel like it belongs here. So let's go over here and grab some of the dirt and other stuff that I have stashed around. Some of this away. Shouldn't need those. Hopefully there's nothing sneaking up on me from behind. Where? Dirt. I have some coarse dirt. Did it end up in a chest somewhere? Okay, it's starting to get a mess. Let's just go grab some more from the storage system. Oop. All right, so here's the storage system. Our good friend, the Enderman. And grab some dirt. Let's see. This is the coarse dirt, which I've got none of, but I can fix that. Rooted dirt, always looking good. And maybe a little potsil? Nope. Can I have to get some more of that too? I think one stack added to it. And if you want to try some soul sand, the storage system's big enough that it literally requires me to fly around in. Alright, I think that's everything we might want for the ground. Yeah, it's automated, and I'm really happy with it. It actually has you can put in shulker boxes, or you can put in just items, and it'll sort between them and return the shulkers up there, and dump out all the items there, and use water streams. This project took so many resources. I had to build so many farms to get them all. There's a massive tree farm, and the tree farm took the most. Just like, I just kept going farm after farm to build that, and there's like the villagers with all the quartz in here. Alright, so I landed a berry bush. No, I didn't. Okay, great. Let's see if there is any berry bushes. Let's see what kind of like organic stuff I got hanging around here. I feel like I'm missing a chest. I just misplaced it, I'm sure. No idea where I would put it. Okay. Ferns. Sweet berries. Got plenty of bone meal. Let's do it. So I'm gonna use a combination of like paths, which we have around here, and some other blocks. And I want to leave enough. So this is the coarse dirt, so it's not going to get turned to grass. Then we have the rooted dirt. I'm going to very sparingly use the soul sand. But I want to leave a little grass, because if I leave the grass, then when I bone meal it, I'm going to get that nice tall grass, which I think will help out. I was a little concerned about this. I think the soul soil looks good in there. And with a few patches, we're not going to blend it too well. Oh, that's sweet. With the MMO thing, I think I end up just digging up mostly trash. Get like stuff at higher levels, and I swear I think I just fill up my inventory with stuff that I don't really need. So yeah, trees. I don't know if oak trees do this. I know pine trees do it, but they get their like droppings are super like acidic. They're like the pine needles are super acidic. I don't think oak trees are like that. Although growing up, we had an oak tree in the yard, and I don't think there was a bit of grass around it. So it would not surprise me if oak trees do a similar thing, where it just kills the grass around them. So we're gonna go for this look. Because I think it'll look absolutely so much more realistic looking for blocks. Few patches, we'll bring back all the grass. We'll stand back. For bone meal, I'll do these two sides, then we'll hit it with some bone meal. Let's path blocks. Where'd you come from? Is that a ghost block? No flower. And we can place the sweet berries and the ferns. These other blocks. They're a nice touch. That's moss. I do not want to I'll do that. Okay. Nope. There we go. Well, I think the flowers are a little too much color at the base of the tree. But apparently that's all they want to be. Alright. Let's get some more sweet berries. And water. Yeah, this is a nice pop color. I think the other flowers are too much though. So adding this here makes it look a little overgrown, but it makes the tree feel like it was always here, grew up here. Alright, more. Oh, you know, I don't think that the soul sand looks very good. The soul soil looks good. It's really muddy. I wonder how it's going to stack up against the bud in the next version. Pretty interesting to find out. Yeah, I think some pod soul is probably in order next time I go to the spruce. Go harvesting some spruce. Tuck these in the corner. Can you grow on there? No. No. You go right there, though. Nope, that's where the leaf block came from, my inventory. Okay. Let's see, burn there. These here. The rest is some bone meal. Big fern. We should bone meal them like the flowers to get more ferns. Okay. That. And blocks. And bone meal. Bone meal. Almost done. Okay. Boom. And bone meal, and I gotta get some more bone meal. there. A little more. Little bone meal in this chest, and that will. I can stand back and take a look at it. Yep, there it is. Okay. Really wants more poppies, apparently. No way. You can see over there, that's fine. Great. Okay. So I originally built this because I really wanted the reveal of the tower. Let's get rid of the scaffolding. Sure. Okay. I really wanted the reveal of the tower over there when you came on the path. So let's fly back over here. Red's base. We're walking this way. We got the pond over here. Cattails. Love those cattails. And over here. And walk. Got the glow. Those. Just kind of like this tree just perfectly covers it. And you come through here. You get a little windmill. Oh, I like that. I didn't even plan for that. And then you get to the tower with the spirit panel trees. I think we're going to do a little custom tree in this area later. Not today, because I've done too many trees today. And then probably another tree over here as well, so that you get this nice view as you come through around the corner. Alright. Why don't we dump the rest of the stuff that's in our inventory in the storage system and take a quick look at the cactus farm I was working on. So we should just be able to dump it all in here. Let's sort through most of this stuff and package up anything else that we're not using. Got some golden carrots. I wonder if there's any more over here. If I have to go find some. Yeah. Built giant storage system. How much places do I have to put stuff? I'll show one really cool thing off that I'm super happy about. This is the lava farm. We have these dispenser things on the server. So I press this button, it's gonna go into like automatic lava farm mode. If I press this button, it goes into auto like cobblestone mode. So if I turn them both on, which I'm just gonna turn the lava one on right now, it'll start just producing and smelting cobblestone. So this will just crank out this entire thing of lava cauldrons, produce a ton of lava, build this thing up. I was so happy with it. This was probably one of the more technical projects that I undertook so far. But yeah, wasn't sure how else to kind of like pass it. It works like a typewriter though, so it just cranks through. And it's just harvesting all the lava. These boxes, and once it overflows, it starts going through here, and that's what goes into the furnace array, where it smelts all the cobblestone down there and sends the buckets back to be returned. And you can see the lava is already starting to fill up. It's so fast. Anyways, this. One of my favorite projects. And here's the newest farm. Okay, that is productive. I just need to put the next layer on, and then I'll probably close it up because I don't think I'm going to ever need more than 3 layers. I'll be good. So this seems like a pretty good place to wrap up the stream. Thank you so much for everyone that came out and the follows. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Next time, I think I'm planning to go ocean monument raiding. Try and hit as many of those as I possibly can, and get as many sponges as I can before we get close to 119. As I said, I think we're gonna try and prune some chunks, so I might as well hit those while I can. All right, I'm gonna head out. Thank you all so much. Have a good one. Have a good evening.